Yo, YouTube, what is good, man? It's your boy BJ coming back to you guys with another video. It feels good to be back. We are currently at the storage unit getting these drums. We're about to head to Nashville. We have a session for a production section. So one of my homies is working on his next album, and I have some beats on there. So we're about to go clean some stuff up. Let's have some footage of that session later. And we're supposed to be having like another kind of similar Tiny Desk performance, I believe Saturday. So pretty much a weekend in Nashville. I'm going to document it, bring you guys along with me for the ride, and I will see you guys once pretty much we get back on the road. I may do another check-in, but I'll grab these drums real quick, and then I will check back in with you guys when I check back in. Yep. Oh, YouTube, it is super dark out here, but we finally made it to Nashville. We're about to walk into the session with my bro Calls to get some W content, just pretty much just film whatever we make tonight, polish up some old ideas that we had. So I'm gonna bring you guys with me onto the journey, and I will see you inside.
Yeah, I think there's so much pressure and like playing in that setting.
Crystal clarity, my reflection, my reflection,
YouTube, what is up, man? It's your boy BJ coming back to you guys with the post commentary. It has been a minute, but I have definitely missed you guys. As you can see, Qualls was having the recording session, like I said, and he brought in a great group of singers. So all in all, I totaled up to be 4, so they had 4-part harmony, and Sheldon was kind of like helping lead that. So if you guys don't remember my Nashville show, Sheldon was actually one of the performers that did that when I did the Gnarly show, when I did the Soho House gig. So yeah, just super talented everywhere. You know what I'm saying? We had a good amount of time to just kick it and hang out. My boys was tracking bass, tracking flute, like just, you know what I'm saying? He had a very productive session. So all in all, I would say it was a 10 out of 10. And after flute was being recorded, you know what I'm saying, my boy just wants to pull up in the camera. Shout out to my dog Reese. This is who does a lot of production with Qualls, as well as a good amount of his live shows as well. So shout out to bro. But as you can see, just doing like a pan of the room that Qualls was recording in. Shout out to Cole, his engineer. This is his space as well that is shared with a guy by the name of AB, which is super talented, just all around producer, DJ, administrator in the Nashville scene. And so yeah, like you can see the J. Cole plaques, like nice little subtle flex going on. But man, it was a vibe. So Qualls ended up tracking vocals to a song that I produced, and this is like little clips from that session, vocal session rather. So after we did all of that, Friday ended up hitting up the movies, going to go see Creed, and then I'm going to check in with you guys Saturday, and here we go. YouTube, man, top of the morning. It is Saturday, the day of the show. We are heading to Guitar Center to cop. Hopefully they have some bongos in stock. I'm gonna try to use these on this gig. It's only a Tiny Desk submission, so I want to do it in one song, so shouldn't be nothing crazy, but gonna be a very simple setup. But I'm gonna head out to Guitar Center, cop these bongos real quick, probably grab some grub, and then I pretty much will check back in with you guys later in the evening once we get like set up and stuff for the Tiny Desk submission. So probably gonna get some footage in Guitar Center, but until then, about to hit this road. Yup. Alright guys, so your boy put up the first watch, had to give me a nice little blueberry pancake special going on, and then I went ahead and headed to Guitar Center. Checked out a little bit of their selection, nothing too crazy or fancy. Like I feel like most GCs carry kind of similar gear, and I mean pretty much, so if you go into one Guitar Center, I want to say you're going to a mall, but it's kind of that vibe. So I didn't really see too much going on as far as the new section, but when I do go to GCs, I try to check out their used section because you can find some gems there. But did come across some bongos. I don't even know what brand these were, but like they were definitely flimsy, like the middle part was broke, so I ended up not copping those. I just looked around a little bit, but yeah, I went to the snare drum area checked out some stuff, but like I said, mainly most guitar centers carry pretty similar like merchandise, and just their inventory is pretty similar no matter where you go. So decided to check it out though, regardless of the fact. I did enjoy the cymbal room, but like I said, mainly the same stuff. So just check that out. Did end up copping some minor bongos, so I did find some, but I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. After I left Guitar Center, I pretty much just hung out, chilled until it was time to go to the venue, and then once I pulled up, you can see we're loading in now. So I'm gonna fast forward, let you guys catch up with us after the load in, and then I will be right back. About what?
We have like a bass that you can play, or I can play, I don't care, but especially if it's gonna be like, if it's just a couple of us, it'd be hard to do with no bass. And we can still do it, but or like, I mean, worst case, if you want to.
All right, guys, so by that conversation, you can tell that we were actually in a little dilemma here. So essentially what happened was there was just a miscommunication between the guitar players, because Eli is the main guitarist that plays with calls whenever I play with him, but we also had another guy that plays guitar that Sarah, the flautist, knows, and so he came along, but he didn't know if he was playing bass or guitar. So both of the guys ended up bringing their guitars, so we had to kind of improvise, and they reached out to some guys that they knew to you know what I'm saying, come and kind of save the day. So while we were trying to get all that situated, I was still just getting set up, meeting the guys from the crew. Shout out to Shoot to Kill Productions. They're super dope calls. I forgot how he ended up meeting them, but they ended up doing the videography for the Tiny Desk for him. So while we were waiting on Eli to get back, and he's about to walk in here shortly with his amp, like I said, I was still just getting ready to go, because Carlos was kind of debating, did he want to like do overdubs and stuff, but I was like, I literally didn't have a line in to like run the tracks. Like I had my mixer in case I needed to, so I still had all of my gear because I just didn't know what situation I was going to be in. So I tried to be prepared. So while the bass situation was going on, we were still trying to figure out if he was going to go back and like overdub to add post-production stuff. So that ended up not happening. We ended up just going super raw with it. But while, like I said, all that was happening very fast, just a lot of moving parts, but that's part of it, honestly. Like I said, just being on your toes, being prepared for whatever. Like, even though I didn't need the equipment, I still had it, just because, like I said, you never know what might happen. And so yeah, I'm just gonna let you guys hear some takes that we did. I think we did 3 takes, and I believe we ended up going with the very last one, but I still will let you guys hear some of it nonetheless. So here we go. All right, guys, so that was take 1 we did. I noticed some things when I originally got to the room, like how they wanted to mic up the room. Carlos was asking me my opinion on how they should go about it, because I think it was only 2 mics. I think it was the vocal mic, and then I think it was an overhead mic that they were just going to use to capture the room. So like with that in mind, like just how I was set up, I was like, being in a room this small with me being directly behind the vocalist, like I did not want the drums to like bleed super heavy into the mic, because like that would pretty much just, like I said, we only have 2 mics, so that would kind of ruin the take. So Dynamically, I was being very cognitive of volume, while still trying to deliver like a similar energy and vibe that could still, you know what I'm saying, push the tone forward but not be too overly present. So I think I accomplished that. The thing about it was the first take they did, they had Qual's mic a little far back out of fear of how the drums would kind of bleed into the mic. But after hearing the take, they just went ahead and got him resituated, brought the mic closer so his vocals could cut a little better, which ended up being a very great move. Dynamically, I really didn't change. I kind of heard that first take and kind of decided I didn't want to be as busy, even though I was still laid back and pretty much just was grooving in the pocket this whole time. The record that I was emulating off the actual project has a little more busy work because it's a Chet Baker record, Almost Blue, the sample. So definitely could get a little busy, but like I said, I didn't want to over complicate anything and like have it bleeding into the microphone, especially with cymbals. So I stayed fairly laid back and fairly in the pocket, but those are things that I just noted in between the takes. And so I'm just going to let you guys hear the final take that we did, and that's the one we ended up going with. So I'm going to link Qual's the Tiny Desk performance on his YouTube. I'm going to link that in the description, as well as his socials and all that good stuff. So hope you guys check it out, enjoy it. But yeah, this is the take we ended up going with. YouTube, that is gonna wrap it up for the performance, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Shout out to my dog Qual's for the weekend that I just got to be able to pull up to Nashville Thursday to Saturday and just kick it with the gang, man. It was a wonderful time as usual. You see everybody just heading on out saying what's up to the camera and all that good stuff, but normal time lapse, because you guys already know the saying, it would not be a video if you wouldn't have a time lapse, even though this is like the third time lapse of the video. Just now saying it, it's all good. But yeah, so after we just broke down, I got my drum stuff out the way. The Shoot to Kill crew got all their stuff lined up. We pretty much just sat around and chopped it up a little bit because it was pouring down, raining outside like this whole day, which is very dreary. And so everybody was kind of just in a chill mode, so that was a vibe. Only thing was I had to drive back in that weather, which isn't the funnest thing to do. However, we still made the most out of it, so it's all good. But like I said, shout out to my dog Qual's, Sarah on flute, Eli on guitar. I cannot remember the bass player's name off the top of my head. It's my first time meeting him, but shout out to bro, as well as the entire Shoot to Kill crew and their production staff. But yeah, this is super nice space here. My dog Qual's knows the engineer that runs the place here, so shout out to him as well. But like I said, your boy hit the road, headed on back to chat because I forgot it was daylight savings time. So I lost an hour of sleep on top of like having a long weekend and having to drive to Knoxville on Sunday. So yeah, I didn't get back home till 1:20 and your boy's tired. Oh, YouTube, we are back in Chattanooga. Your boy is tired. I gotta be up in like 4 hours to get ready. So I go to Nashville. But Nashville was a vibe. Like I said, finally made it back. It's been a long few days, but all things considered, very successful and productive trip. And yeah, man, that's the life of it. That's how it goes sometimes. Just constantly on the go. But regardless of the fact, man, love you guys so much. Thank you so much for the support. It's your boy BJ. I'm about to get in here, try to get some rest, and get ready for tomorrow. So, like I said, the journey continues. Thank you guys so much for being a part of it with me. Boy BJ signing off. Love you guys.